We have a new host today.
Yes, Dan.
Hello, everybody. We're live, and guess what? Even if it's Rudrani's page, we're here with Miss CF Rachel O'Brien and also CF Rudrani Debbie, and we want to talk about this
And
question: Are
CF
you an
Dan?
X-Men? Hi, everybody.
That's right. Dan's also a CF, so please acknowledge Dan. So the question
So,
is, are you an X-Men? What does that mean to you, Mr. Dan and Rachel, Miss Rachel?
Miss Rachel.
when you have 1,000 windows open on your browser and you know exactly which one is looking for, what each one is for.
Sorry. Oh my Lord.
When you follow the energy, and it might not make sense in this reality, though
Yes.
it creates more for you. And we also were talking about Miss Rachel and I earlier in the fact that since consciousness includes everything and doesn't judge anything, X-Men also includes order and organize and being on time and using everything in your favor. That's kind of to me and still in the search.
Yeah. That's true
What
too.
does an X-Men mean to you, Miss Rudrani?
Well, it's so interesting. You should ask me that question. For me, it's like if I'm not doing 40 things, I'm going to kill the 3 things I'm going to focus on. So I have to hop from one thing to the other. And I'm so X-Men, ADD, ADHD, that even this morning I asked Siri what day and time it was. I woke up in a blow-up bed because I've been staying with my friend Canaline. I'm in Houston. I took the advanced body class with the Gary Douglas. And I'm like, this does not feel familiar. Where I almost asked Siri, where was I? But I was like, what day and time is that? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm at the advanced. And that doesn't make me right or wrong. It's just I'm so every 10 seconds. So if you find yourself in that space where you're just so every 10 seconds, squirrel, or, oh, I'm hungry, or, blah, 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 you might just be an X-Men, y'all, or woman.
Yeah. And also within that, for me, to look after that chaos of following the energy, I required, systems to support me, systems to tell me what time it is, what meetings I have on today, and that for me really works because Dan talked about the balance of between the chaos and the order. And when we look to the earth, one of my go-tos with X-Men, energy is your first language, and that's what can be confuse the crap out of us because we're so confused when people say things and they mean something different. And for me, the three places that there's no lies is the earth, bodies, and animals. And even though if that makes you relaxed, Rudrani's body went, my body doesn't ever lie. And so X-Men, what's true is, as Gary says, awareness is light as hell. And then all the density is all these lights. And for me, the place that I keep going to is what's the energy saying here? What's the earth saying here? What's the animal saying here? What's my body? What information is my body gifting me that, that I'm not receiving right now? And one thing I do want to say with the X-Men and being an X-Men, I didn't actually meet myself fully until after the X-Men classes. I am going to say that.
Yeah, same.
I actually hadn't met me. So one of the things that I really struggled, I'm going to say struggle with because it wasn't even a challenge. It was a struggle until then it became a challenge. And so I didn't have this like strong sense of me, of what was important to me. Where is it my priorities lay? So I would get very easily lost in someone's energetic projection.
Yes.
And so I was like this, like ragdoll in a Rottweiler's mouth, whereas I would just be like, whoa. So one of the things with X-Men is you perceive other people's needs, wants, and desires dynamically. And because we're so kind, you want to fulfill their need. And so we don't seem to, until I didn't have the space of, hang on a second, if I put my energy into this person's life, is it going to contribute more as a massive healer? And really now I'm like, okay, I have a sense of myself. I have the energy of me. What's a priority for me? What are my strengths? And in this then actually finding my reality, that took me a while, and it took a lot of allowance to really be like, hey, Rach, what's your reality here? What's true for you here? And the thing that I adore most about the XMen tools is now I have actually created relationships that support my energetic awareness and support what I know, and then support that no, like I thrive in a non-judgmental space environment.
Gosh, I love every word that came out of your mouth.
And two questions that I have been asking is, what if knowing myself and acknowledging me is the greatest gift for me, for the earth, and it's going to create even more out of this reality? And also, what if everything that is uncomfortable that I'm perceiving, I'm so psychic that I can acknowledge that it's not mine either? Because as you know, like 99% of what we think, we perceive, we feel in our bodies. And you said something about bodies. Yes, let's include that bodies, for God's sake. We're here embodied in this density. So let's just enjoy it and acknowledge that we're so psychic, just as Rachel said, and Rue also said it, that we're so psychic that everything that is uncomfortable is not ours. It doesn't belong to us.
Yeah, let me take it a step further. I can remember all those cute boys in my life that I had to be with. And then when I look back on it now, after the fact, I'm like, was I just picking up on them needing or having to be with me? I just went to my reunion this year in September, and there was all these, and I didn't even recognize these guys. I mean, it was a good thing they were photos from when they were actually in high school with me, because this one guy is craziest first date I ever had. And I went, well, I'm a wild child. I'm like, who is this guy? But the whole point is how many times have we actually asked, is this person going to contribute to me? Instead, we are so psychically in tune with them wanting to be with you, with us, whatever, that we misidentify and misapply that as actually our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, when they're actually theirs. And we're such psychic SpongeBob SquarePantses of the universe that instead of even asking, hey, yo, is this even mine? Is this going to actually contribute to me? What's their agenda? What's going to create here? And what if those were just capacities that once we learned what they were, we could out-create our lives beyond the beyonds of what we ever thought we could in this reality?
Yes, please. Let's have that. And even the name of the class that you're going to have, Rachel, that we're going to be in it too, and that it's being created. Perceive the energy of the class, please.
Oh, yeah, lean in, you guys.
Ability.
Yeah, disability.
What if everything that you have in your life experience, it's usable in your favor, and every single energy, it's an ability for you.
And the name of the class is Disabilities Are
Abilities.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. And for me, I have to be honest, I genuinely had so much judgment of what I was aware of, and I had so much wrongness of myself. And when I actually woke up and recognized that that was my awareness,
Really?
and that my awareness was my greatest gift in the creation of my own life. Honestly, that took me a while to get to. It really did. And Dan said something that was super beautiful. Gary Douglas told me that if XMen come out of judgment, that if they actually come out of judgment, our whole world will change.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I know, I didn't ever think I would get to this place, but I'm actually grateful for my birth. So what if in this call you even acknowledge like the choice to be born and the choice to be here as an XMen, because we are actually the creators of a future. And for me, this this honoring of like choosing to be born and choosing to come into this world, for me, I know I'm very clear, like, what did I come here for? To generate something completely different so that we can live in ease and actually like enjoy having a body, because I didn't. I hated having a body and I didn't want to be here. And so, yeah, how does it get any better than this?
I'm
Proud
so
of you.
joyful. My eyes are leaking. What you
Yeah.
just said. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for being grateful for even being born. Think about that for a moment, y'all. Lean into the energy of what we've been implanted with. You were an accident or whatever it was, and you're such a
Or
bother.
we didn't want you. And the X-Men's like, I'm here. We didn't-
Too bad, bitches. No, I'm sorry.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. I know you didn't want me, but I'm here.
Right. I'm your
Yeah,
nemesis.
beautiful. Exactly.
Yes, and if
Yeah.
you have gone this far in the video and you just don't know yourself very much, or what's up in your universe? What's going on? Let us know. Comment here below what's going on. We'll give you a question. And then if this energy of this class, which to me it's so amazing, rings a bell with you for some reason, there's more for you, ask us questions and we'll be here to follow up with the topic of the class also, and we'll be super happy if you join. What else is possible there?
What else?
Totally. Absolutely. There it
Right.
is. We invite you to have you actually met you? And are you willing to actually open the door to meeting you?
Oh my goddess. And what if you could actually
Wow, can you
really,
repeat that, please? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you, as an X-Men, have you actually met you? Have you actually even turned to you? Have you met you? Have you begun to find out what is true for you? And this class really opened the door for me to find my reality and what was true for me.
Yeah, because you're not wrong, people. What if you just weren't? What if you were never wrong? What if every decision you made, regardless of the outcome, brought you to this moment now?
And hey, let me tell you, I heard so many times you're never wrong, and it just slipped through my mind. It's okay. One day you will get it. Just ask the question.
Yeah.
This class, though, may speed up the process.
I don't
What do you know?
It's an invitation.
Beautiful. Yeah. So we create these videos and these invites as an invitation to living beyond judgment and actually acknowledging your birth and acknowledging the difference you are. And what if your difference isn't a pain? What if it's a massive ability and capacity beyond anything that you've ever known?
Love it. Massive ability. Yes, I'll have that.
Yeah, me too.
My body's so happy right now.
Yay. How does it get any better than that? Beautiful.
True story. Wow.
Mm.
Thanks, you guys.
So grateful. So grateful with everybody looking, watching, receiving, sharing. And if you know anybody that might be interested and will be a contribution, even this live, please share it. Please put their name below here. And please, we want to know what's up in your world. What's going on? What do you require? What do you need? Let us know. And there's 3 of us here that will love to contribute to you.
Absolutely.
What else is possible that we haven't considered?
I have a new song.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, X-Men. We want to know what's up in your world.
What's up in your world?
Hey, X-Men.
X-Men.
We want to
wanna
know,
know
what's up in your world.
Body had to move. So sorry. Not sorry.
The singer was dancing. What else is possible now?
I know.
X-Men.
That's a good one. X-Men.
Who?
We want to know what's up in your world. Ow. Boy, the acoustics in here is great. Digging Catalina's house. It's such a contribution to acoustics, just saying, because we are acoustical beings, by the way.
Exactly. So there's our invite. Come meet you.
Yeah, come meet you. I love that. Meme. I don't have my microphone.
Meme,
So I
but
don't have
Miss
the mic drop.
See of Rachel O'Brien, and everything comes to us with this joy and glory. Will you embody that too?
Yeah. Just so you know, these classes are live in Nashville, Tennessee, where I reside, or you can take them online too. We have the technology.
Yes.
We can include all of you.
Beautiful.
Great.
Beautiful.
So reach out to one of us if you do have questions. We'll get back to you. Like what Dan said, we're here for you.
Yes.
Okay. And Dan, you're hired. I loved how he said, put the person's name to tag them or whatever. If you actually enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe to the Choosing Happiness podcast. And if you know those that could get something from this, lean into the energy of it. Who else might be able to receive themselves?
And this class is for everybody. It doesn't have any prerequisite, right?
It does
Bars?
So it has a prerequisite of bars and the 1 day undiscovered possibilities or else foundation. So if you've done an Access Foundation class, you're good to go, or a 1 day undiscovered possibility and a bars class. So these are the prerequisites, and these are just to prepare your body for the energetic transformation so that you've got a support to lean into. And we are doing a 1 day class before the 2 day class as well. So there's plenty, just as we like it, plenty of POPs, plenty of possibilities available for you to come join us. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll look into maybe getting a bars class available for you before, or even better, if you tell me where you are in the world, I'll see if I can find one close to you.
Yep.
Either way.
And Dan the same, down in Mexico. I'm sure Dan will put together a bars class. Boop, boop. Yeah.
I actually have a bars class this Sunday, so if
Hey,
you're in
hey.
welcome. Totally invited.
And if you want to go to
don't know what
Torino,
bars
Italy,
are,
go ahead. Sorry.
if you don't know what bars are, we kindly invite you to search for it. Your body always knows, and it's such a gift that it's not even a process to me. It's just a gift that moves the energy. I'm not going to say more because you will find out what it is.
Google Access Bars and you'll find plenty of information. And if you happen to be in Torino, Italy, at the end of December, I'll be facilitating a bars class at the castle. So how does it get any better?
Wow.
Getting better.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Wow.
Can you imagine the contribution of the castle in a bars class? Oh my goddess. And the contribution I will be, of course.
Yes. And maybe a link for the castle in Torino, because this is a couple of friends of ours came together and bought a castle, and it's such a beautiful, gifting, caring space, and there's so much peace there. And XMen, actually, a lot of us are recovering from the loudness and the noise of this reality and the confusion. And so for me, the space of bars and the space of the castle is this place where I can dynamically heal in the silence. It's so beautiful.
It really is. Wow. You just transported me there. That energy is so amazing. We'll make sure you have all the links, peeps. Okay. Or you can reach out.
And we also are going to post here. And what about you, Miss Rachel? What about, besides the XMen classes, what other class are you going to have in December? Go ahead, let us know. We're publishing now.
It's so funny. I go to Jeddah in Saudi on Thursday. And so I do a 3-day body class there. And then I have an XMen online, and I have an XMen class in Jeddah as well. It's the first time in Jeddah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I have to go home to Ireland, because my kids, I have super XMen kids. They're so much fun. I hit the jackpot with my kids. I'm just acknowledging that one.
Good for you. You made them.
Exactly.
Those kids with them.
Exactly. Yeah, and honestly, I had to step up even to be that space as a parent with them, because they're so fast and they would get so bored, and they required a lot of stimulation of their reality, you know. So I go home for a quick trip to Ireland for Christmas Day, and then to the Netherlands for another 3-day body. You see, thing about an XMen, boredom. Very dangerous for this XMen here. When she's bored, my energy
I
has
know.
got to go into, my energy has got to be feeding something, because if I'm not feeding greater consciousness or feeding the energy of a world that I'd like to live in, my energy, that's where it's required. Just let's put it that way.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I'm sure we all have offerings and we all have websites with our names, right? Mine's RudroniBaby.com and hers RachelO'Brien.com. And Dan, what is your website for those that are
Mine is my personal profile in Access, so you'll find me there.
Okay.
Oh,
There you
beautiful.
have it.
Beautiful.
All right, I love it.
Thanks so much for being the space, guys, and the space of contribution. And yeah, this is the world. This is the world that I want to live in. Thank you very much.
Same.
And how
Thank
does it
you
get any
for-
better?
Yeah.
I'm so grateful I have this space and the honor to share all these tools with you and the world. And what else is possible? If you like it, please share it. And grateful.
Yeah.
Yay!
Love you guys. Ciao, ciao.